I'm going to need to end soon. So, let's go back here. You seem to be pretty good at focusing in this other device I'm using. So I'm going to need to end this session today. Okay. And this will give... I like the way that we're progressing.
Satanic.
No, it really isn't. It's different. But again, think of when Alexander Graham Bell invented the telephone. How magical that must have seemed, that a person's voice could travel incredible distances and be heard again somewhere else. Is this really all that different? A little bit. But life is an amazing thing, isn't it? So, are you alone there, or are you alone there? You never find other people that you're able to talk with?
Seance.
Okay. Interesting. Word was seance. Were you at the Majestic Theater? Okay. So it wasn't from there. What I was just thinking was, did someone have a seance that brought her through? When they brought you through, were you stuck here then? Interesting. Are you trying to get back to where you were?
Go slowly.
Okay. Before the seance, were you somewhere else? It's confusing for me. Yeah. I'm just looking at your name, Abby. Now, I am glad that we were able to communicate again and talk again. And we're going to continue doing this. I do find it interesting that sometimes some of these things will come across and we'll be able to get that. And I think, I'm sorry. Is that what you're feeling right now? Or is this whole thing that we're doing pretty sick? You hit the button. I can agree with that. Were you at St. John's Hospital? Okay. St. John's Hospital is about two or three blocks from here. That's where I was after I had my cardiac arrest. They took me to there. Mm-hmm. Did you see me there? Or were you aware that I was there? Okay. So, you were in the hospital, and then you woke up, and you were feeling better. Would that be true? Okay. But no one was able to talk with you. Okay. And that happens sometimes.
Pagan.
Huh. Nope, ain't that either. Sorry to say. As some friends know, I always say I ain't a particularly religious person, but God doesn't seem to care about that. So, no. It's very scary where you are right now. because you don't really know what's happening and you don't understand. And sometimes you find a person like me who can hear you. And in this particular case, I'm actually trying to have a full-on conversation with you. Yeah. And I'm hoping that this makes you happy, that I can speak with you, or that I can try to have this conversation with you. But let's go back to the hospital for a minute. Okay. You woke up, you were feeling better, and then you started to go through the halls, and no one could see you. But so at some point, you left the hospital and walked over to here. Okay. Have you walked through other houses here? Or were you drawn to here? Okay. And that's another thing that we said sometimes a person like me, it can look like a beacon or a light. And what it is that light that you're drawn to, but it winds up being, because essentially I am where you are, but I'm living in both places. And so this allows us to be able to really have this meeting of ours.
Another room.
Yeah. So you are welcome to stay here. You're welcome to be with us. Again, you'll sometimes hear me talking in my mind, and sometimes I'll be able to combine the two of them together. And what we can try to do is, I'll try to help you, yes.
Ceremony.
Ceremony. What I'm going to do first, though, is I'm going to go back. I'm going to look for your name. I'm going to look on September 7th. And let's see what we can find here. And we will talk again. Probably about 2 days. So, 2 full days. And when we speak again, I'll look forward to our conversation. So, we will talk again. So, we'll talk later, Abby, okay? It was nice to meet you.